Greetings, guys. My name is Shamil Bodhipala, and today I'm going to be talking about the marketing mix. So, what is marketing mix? The marketing mix is a tool businesses and marketers use to determine the go-to-the-market strategy for a brand, product, or service. Uh, the marketing mix originally consisted of only four elements known as the four P's, which is product, price, place, and promotion. These elements focus primarily on businesses operating in business to consumer industry. Today, the term marketing mix includes three additional marketing P, which is people, process, and physical evidence, covering companies operating in the business to business space, as well as incorporating new technologies, measurement, and other customers' centricities. So today I'm only going to talk about the main four P's, which is product and price, promotion, and place. So firstly, under product, we get design technology, quality, and packaging. And secondly, we get under price, selling price, and discount. Thirdly, under promotion, uh, there are elements such as advertising, media, and sales promotion. And last but not least, place. Under place, we get location, market coverage, and distribution channel. So let's talk about product. What is a product? On a daily basis, we all engage with products, which are either needs or wants. We are the consumer for all products. So let's talk in detail what is a product and what are the elements. Product is the combination of any intended product. Your task is objectively determine whether or not the product or service you are evaluating is right for both the business and your customer. During this stage, you need to anticipate any and all the challenges product may face before it has been delivered to the customer. You have to ask questions like, is this product appropriate for our customers, or is this product how does it like when you compare with your competitors, what do we offer as a company, and how would I feel as a consumer interacting with this product or service. And this will help you accomplish this task. Your objective is to troubleshoot any issues before your consumers ever have the chance to experience them. So you make sure that your product is good in quality wise and branding wise before you send it out to the consumers. And when it comes to price, under price, next element is price. And price is the, like, as you know, products are purchased for a price. uh, price Products are not given out for free, and your price determines if the product is good, or if it's like, if the product is I would say, if it's good, normally the price tend to be a bit higher. But if the product, the prices are a bit low, consumers may think that it's a bit cheap. So uh, let's go in depth and see what is price. So as you can see in the slides, price is the cost asked for a customer in exchange for a good or a service. While your goal is to make a profit on a product or service, to manage the preparation cost of these items, you need to consider the value perceived by the consumer. The needs of both parties will dictate how you approach your marketing strategy. One way businesses attract new customers and increase the volume is by lowering prices. So like I said, people might think this is not a disadvantage. People might buy more because the prices are low. So like I said, while the intended goal may reach, the price decrease may also reduce the perceived value of the product, ultimately preventing your business from seeing the same type of sales volume once you inevitably raise prices in the future. Establishing a price is a delicate balance with so many variables at play. Your business needs to be aware and adaptable to the number of consumer needs, market factors, and industry trends that impact each pricing decision. The best approach is to be open with your valuations and keep an eye on your competitors' action. So basically, you have to compare with your competitors' prices and match the prices that they offer, or give a better price. I mean, if you can lower the price, you can attract more customers when it comes to pricing. And when it comes to promotion, it's a very common thing for people like to rush into sales boards, billboards, and stuff like that. Like we see during the Christmas season and during the New Year season, people tend to go to shops where you get big advertising boards where you get 50% off for products, or sale where you get the sales board, advertising boards. So people tend to go to shops like that and promo. So let's see what in depth what is called promotion under the 4Ps. Promotion is the inclusion of every tactic your business leverages to inform consumers about your goods and services, and to encourage potential customers to buy these products. These promotional tactics include, but are not limited to, advertising through traditional television, radio, billboards, uh, print and transportation media, digital media, Google, Facebook, and display advertising, and public relations. Yeah, so these days we see a lot of advertisements uh, and pop-up ads you see in most of the social media networks such as Facebook, and it's really attractive. Not rather than people would tend to go through these promotions and advertisements rather than seeing the TV commercial. It's not that attractive, and it's a bit outdated when you compare it with the social media advertisements. And businessmen and entrepreneurs tend to promote their business through social media, since it's very cost effective, and people find it more attractive to go through it through social media. And because social media is the platform where most of the people use, and the goal of promoting your business is to invest funds and upfront to see a return on your investment later in the form of increased sales. And when it comes to place is a uh, a representative of both the facilities you use to create. Hello guys, can you hear me?
Yes, Shamil.
Okay. You used to create and distribute product, as well as the outlets where it is sold. There are countless places where your product can be sold. If you sell physical goods, selling your products in the boutique shop makes sense, as does making them available online. So a classic example I would say for place is buying rice. You can buy rice from any shop or let's say a supermarket, but the same customer who buys rice won't get the facility to buy a rice cooker from the same boutique or from the same supermarket. So it's not convenient for a person who is buying rice to buy a rice cooker. So there's a difference between that when it comes to place between those two products. So and when it comes to services, on the other hand, are effectively promoted in the places where you are ideal, where your ideal customer spends a considerable amount of their time. For example, if you operate a mobile dog grooming business, it would be wise to drive your vehicle to a uh, local dog park to potentially anticipate owners to groom their dog on site. This is also a great way to promote your business. Yeah. And when it comes to advantages of marketing mix, uh, there are I listed out 4 after researching, and one is it simplifies and brings together different concepts of marketing into one, making marketing easier to do and manage. And it also allows separation of marketing from other company activities and delegation of marketing tasks to specialists. And also it enables the company to vary its marketing activities according to its resources and market conditions and customer needs. And also decisions cannot be made on a marketing mix element without taking into account its impact on other elements. And I would also like to talk about McDonald's approach on the marketing mix to get a better understanding. But guys, how much time do I have left? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hi, Shaman. I think it's 13 minutes now.
Okay. So because of the time issue, I would like to stop it from there. Any
Yes,
questions,
Shaman.
guys?
I think it's better. Yes, I have a one question. Shaman, can you please explain what is public relations?
Yeah. As we know, companies tend to uh, have promotions to increase their relationship with the public, like charity, for an example, and another thing is free giveaways and helping people when there are natural disasters such as floods. Especially in Sri Lanka, we see companies donating to build up a good relationship with the public and to have a good image as a company. Uh, is there any other clarification apart from that?
Yeah, Shamil.
Yeah.
I have this one question.
Mhm.
Since McDonald is know an example for a physiology.
Yeah. So I was about to talk about McDonald's, but since the time is running, I would say McDonald's is a product, and it's tangible, and people tend to buy uh, food to eat. So their pricing method was they had two pricing methods, which was bundle pricing and psychological pricing. So when it comes to service sector, we see companies such as Dialog and Hutch or Mobitel. Even their products, they offer it for the pricing method called psychological pricing method, which is they never round off it to the nearest 10. Normally when we buy a data card, it's either it's 99 or 49. So psychologically people tend to think that it's a bit let's say, I would say it's reasonable when it instead of being 50, it would be 49. So psychologically it will affect our the customers. So any other questions apart from that?
No, Shamel,
Okay,
that's
guys,
it.
I think,
Thanks a lot for that. So that
okay,
will be
guys, I think that you got a small understanding about the marketing mix, and then let's meet up soon. See you guys. Bye.